Hi Nikki. I'd like to start today's section by talking a little bit about what brought you in, what's concerning you the most.
The main thing I want to talk to you about is I broke up with my long-term boyfriend and I'd gone to therapy before. I felt fine when I left, and then all of a sudden I just have to adjust to my single life. And one of the things that bothers me the most is guys and having guys over and how that might affect other people. I guess the thing that keeps coming to my mind that I want to tell you about is that I have a younger sister who's 9, and she used to have a lot of emotional problems. And I really consider how things might affect her. I don't want her to get upset. I don't want to surprise her, in a bad way. And I want so badly for her to accept me. And we're really open with each other, especially about dating and stuff like that. And the other day, she was telling me about how an older friend has these friends with benefits, and she knows what that means. And she asked me if everybody had those. And the conversation was fine, and I wasn't worried at all with her until she asked me if I had ever had a friend with benefits. And I lied to her. And ever since then, it just keeps coming into my mind. And I feel so guilty about lying to her because I never lie, and I want her to trust me. And I almost want an answer from you. I want you to tell me that, it might hurt her, or if I shouldn't tell her the truth.
So it's a concern to you because you're worried that this open relationship that you've had with her might be damaged in some ways.
Yeah, I feel like I have to be on guard about that because I remember when I was a little girl and I found out that my parents had lied to me, I was upset and I didn't like them for a while. And I just don't want to lie to Pammy either, and I don't know.
I sure wish I had an answer as to what you should tell her.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Because what you really want is an answer.
What I really want to know is if it would affect her more if I was completely honest and open with her, or if it would be worse because I lied to her. I feel like it's going to end up straining our relationship because I lied to her.
So she'll expect or know somehow that something's not quite right.
I feel that she'll secretly distrust me, yes. And I also thought about, what about when she gets older and she finds herself in a tough situation? She probably wouldn't want to tell me about it because she'll think I'm too good for that and that I would judge her. And yeah, I'm afraid she would think that I'm really a liar. And I just want so badly for her to accept me. And I just don't know how much a 9-year-old can handle.
And both possibilities concern you, so maybe she'll think you're too good or better than you are.
Yeah.
And also she might think that you're worse than you are.
Not worse than I am. I just don't know if she can accept me the way that I am. I think I paint a picture that I am perfect and a good role model, and I'm a little ashamed of my shady side too.
I see. So that really cuts a little bit deeper, that if she really knew you, really knew the truth, that maybe she wouldn't or couldn't accept you.
Yeah, that's what I don't know, yeah. And I don't want her to turn away from me. And I don't even know how I feel about it, because there are times when I feel so guilty when I'm casually dating someone. I even try not to interact with them on social media or Instagram or anything like that, so my sister will never find out about them or ask. Because I'm just real worried about it, and yeah, I also know that I want to do these things.
So it's quite clear that it's not just her that's the problem, or your relationship with her, but it's in you as well.
And my guilt, yeah. I just feel so guilty so often.
So it's, what can I accept myself doing?
Yeah.
And you realize that you're not interacting with them on social media. You realize that that's done out of that guilty feeling.
Yeah, yes. I would like to be okay with whatever I do. If I decide not to tell Pammy the truth, to feel comfortable that she can't handle it, and I don't feel that way. I want to be honest, yet I feel there are some things that even I'm not okay with.
And if you can't accept that in yourself, how could you possibly be comfortable with telling her?
Right.
And yet you say that you want to do these things, but at the same time you feel kind of guilty about it.
Right. I have a feeling you're just going to sit there and let me ruminate on it, but I want more than that. I want you to help me get rid of my guilty feeling. If I can get rid of my guilty feeling about lying or dating guys, any of that, just so I can feel more comfortable.
I guess what I'd like to say about that is no, I don't want you to just let you ruminate and what you're feeling right now. But at the same time, I feel like this is such a private kind of matter that I couldn't possibly tell you the answer. But what I'd like to do and what I'd hope to do is work with you and help you find out your own answer. I don't know if it makes sense, but I mean it.
I appreciate you saying that. You really do sound like you mean it.